He's in the middle of the plate. Fastball slider, that 98-mile-an-hour fastball he throws, if it's not located, it can get hit.
But if Coleman grew up a Cardinal fan, this is a pretty good first matchup for him, going up against Yadier Molina. He probably dreamed of pitching to Molina someday, so who knows, maybe that ball was thrown aside. Long souvenir.
Could be.
This was my first pitch to Yadier Molina. Favorite player as a kid. 3-1. I heard that at the end of his career, young catcher that comes up to the big leagues admired him. Into right center field, and Taylor makes the play.
Oh, went right. I ran across the field to meet Mike Schmidt, Dale Murphy. I ran up to him. I was in the opposing. It's my opportunity. I couldn't help it. So now these guys get a chance to play against him in the middle of the game like that.
I believe you, but I can't picture it. This one I can picture.
Yeah. I don't fabricate much. Those are all great moments, and these guys will never forget. And when they're kind back to you and have kind words about it, I was so proud.
3-2 on to Young as Coleman just to sit and think about his last time out. That was Sunday against the Yankees, and in that game, and the Yankees won it on Sunday and swept the series. Wendelstedt says that's a swing. Tommy Edman. Tommy Edman opened the game, another walk, and then a 3-run home run, and that's how the day started. And the Cardinals scored 5 in the first inning. 5-5 in the first inning this year. Deficit right away in the first inning.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as an offense, when you're, but still sometimes you can't do anything about it because the opposing pitcher's dealing.
99 miles an hour. So Coleman looks good today. 3 up, 3 down. As the DH today, MJ Melendez gets his first start behind the plate, and he receives a fastball. 1-1 on Goldschmidt. He walked and scored in the first, and he's grounded out. The Cardinals scored all 5 of their runs against Bubic, 1 against Payamps. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 5 runs, 3 hits. Home run by Arenado, an RBI triple by O'Neill, and a sac fly for Bader. Line to right, and Olivares is there. And that's 1 away in the.
You know, we told you about Melendez, young catcher. There he is. I mean, you know, we show you Salvi. Salvi gets on one knee, and here's the next up and coming catcher being caught.
Present a lower target, and it takes some strain than it is taller. 1-1 on Pujols, and then catch. It has just started to rain. How do you think that felt? So far, it's just a very light drizzle. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. There is no as being on the field and getting ready to do anything with the tarp. Pujols fouls it away, still 2-2. The street at Fort Osage High School, and had some huge games against the Royals here. Nicky Lopez makes the play, and Dylan Coleman will never forget that.
From Missouri, and he is a very hard throwing pitcher. He threw to the backstop. When you made your major league debut,
I remember at Old Memorial Stadium jogging in, and Frank Robinson puts me in. Kurt Schilling was in relief in front of me, and hits a 2-hopper to Cal, who throws it to Billy over to first base. I went, is it this easy? I mean, double play and off the field. Pitch from shortstop that I ever threw, you know, and junior course you trusted doing. And he said, well, I can help you out, but it's going to stay right here in this triangle between us 3, and this is what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start helping you guys out, and I'm going to call the pitches from shortstop. And he did. And But the learning part of it was not so much during the. He had a good point that night, the first night. He said, you know, hitters hit differently. And he said, when there's runners in scoring position, I may pitch Paul Molitor to his strengths and throw him fastballs up, out, over the plate. And if he took a single to the other way, it wasn't a big deal with 2 out. But then, when
that kind of breakdown taking place after a game.
Well, it's just busier now. You know, guys, for whatever reasons, are a bit. And not that these guys don't enjoy each other. They do, but it's just a lot more going on in their lives.
Out to right. Isbell moving over, joined by Taylor, but the right fielder will haul it in. This month. One ball, no strikes. Now 3 walks in 21 plate appearances coming in. And has played since April 30th. Ground ball to the hole at short. Witt, they get 1. They'll throw to first, but Mancini's there ahead of it.
Well, he certainly learned to hit without him. And he's hitting up here right now without him, too.
Now, when he flied out his master, we saw Mullins do that 11 straight plate appearances. Cues it back to the mound. Coleman. Safe or out.
What we gonna do here?
But the Royals won't challenge. That was some weird, wild stuff. One ball and 1 strike. Castle drove in 1 in the first. And he goes after a breaking ball in the dirt. So Mount.
Here in the 7th. And the first pitch, 99. The Royals, Dylan Coleman. And this time a little bit Baltimore. Game 2 of that one. Boy, that breaking ball.
So far in 2022, you see the ERA inflated.
Inside. 2 home runs tonight, 2 for 3. And he takes ball 4. That was pretty close. Yeah, no kidding. I think it's got some movement. Misses way in. Coleman became a Royal via trade. As this one rolled up the middle, and that's likely to be, well, that's going to be a hit. Lopez.
Flip with his glove. Just wasn't able to come up with the ball.
Here in the bottom. And Adolis wanted time, didn't get it, I don't think.
He just knew it was going to be a ball.
Yeah, so the count 1-1 now. Now the pitch. And that is strike 2. From San Diego. He was the player to be named later. That's fouled away. Coleman traded for Trevor Rosenthal, who went to San Diego. That's outside. 2-2.
They're all night. 1 for 16 against Coleman's slider.
Well, and there it is, a swing and a miss. And there's that slider again. Misses inside. As wiry as I would think. And he was a good high school basketball. But the amazing thing to me was his what?
That's pretty special.
That's outside. So it's 23 points a game, starting as a freshman. Full count now.
Basketball my freshman year, and I quit after that.
Too much running. Here's a swing and a miss.
And like,
Southwest Extra tomorrow. That one is inside. Picked a couple of quick strikeouts. And the 1-0. Foul back. 3-run first and then single runs in the 3rd, 4th, and 6th innings.
Where his control can be a little bit erratic and
low. Might have broken his bat. A little flare to center field. Taylor takes care.
Let's see, potentially future Hall of Fame.
Some good team offense from the Rocks here in the 5th. They've scored 4. They trail 8.
And 16 punch outs. That's also a lot. He's got a big arm, 96 to 99. Diaz gets the fastball right there. Will end the Rockies' run. Some guy named Spilgophagus down in the well right there.
Jose Iglesias' bat has gone to work today. An RBI single for him in the 2nd, coming off a very... We've seen Iglesias at the bottom of the order. Buddy moved him up to hit 2nd out in San Francisco.
Convicted in who he is and uses the big part of the field.
Who showed bunt and pulls it back 3-1.
Spill on. Just very simple and quiet.
And he'll take his walk. Pitches, very efficient for Chacin.
Speaking of running the bases, you got to give a shout out to Mullen.
Number 8 with 3 homers, a triple, a double, and like 10 RBI. Andrew Brady had himself quite a couple up next year.
Haven't seen him since like February.
1-2 to Sam Hilliard. I'm very proud of both of.
In meeting all the new coaches and teams, I get to hear Steve Kavanaugh's name. He's a legend in the high school baseball ranks here in.
The 2-2 from Coleman.
It's just good to know that Colorado baseball is improving.
Players who had been born in Colorado, and so calling Colorado home and now being a Major League Baseball player, 3 of them residing on the Colorado. Great at bat from Sam Hilliard, very patient, and he works the walk. So back, or I should say the Royals will be facing 2 lefties. And Blackman and Man coming up. Daza showed bunt, pulls back. That ball goes to the backstop. Runners will move up as long as they're safe, and he's going to call him out at 3rd base.
I think he was in there at first, and then he bounces off the bat.
Hilliard moved up to 2nd, and Daza is going to fly out to right field. The ball will come in. No runner to advance.
Drove in the other White Sox run with a sac fly. Luis Robert takes a rip at 99 miles an hour.
Fire to go with it.
99 again. Late in the game in relief of Zach Greinke, or later in the game. White Sox have 3 runs, 8 hits. The Royals have no runs, 2 hits. And now reaching and poking one into right center field. Taylor is there for the out. Only 585 a month and a half into the season. 1 ball, 1 strike. 42 more, playing his entire career in the National League. Abreu was.
Guys, he's an amazing hitter.
And I think he's the White Sox.
Big guy, strong. Hits the ball all over. Pujols probably tick more power. Get more out of himself.
And Abreu will take a 1-out walk.
Right that ball up, nice, and you know, years later when you're showing people around your room, you can
base hit off of Albert Pujols. Albert Pujols?
He never pitched.
Wasn't he a first baseman in a DH? Yeah, well, let me man on in the 4th inning, hit a 2-run home run to right. It was just his 2nd home run of the year and got his batting average up to 170. It was Evan Longoria, not Brandon Crawford, who wanted the 97 over the outside edge. 2 balls. Still 2-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. And now 3-2 on Grandal. And he goes down on strikes. Gavin Sheets fouls it away. Gavin Sheets is 1 for 3 in the Chicago bullpen. That was a foul ball. And, you know, we talk about that a lot. Sorry, we talk about that a lot. You know, with a guy gets hit by a pitch and barely, and you hear it.
Down, yeah.
Sheets strikes out. So Coleman strikes out 2 in a scoreless 8th. The Royals are running.